Many of us expected to get our driver's license by the time we reach 16, but in the near future there's a high possibility of getting our own self-driving car by that time. Even though you may think self-driving cars are far in the distance, it has become a reality now and we are only getting more advanced. For example, by April 2nd, driverless cars are expected to roll down the streets of San Francisco with no one behind the wheel. Self-driving cars are also expected to have a better GPS signal than any other human, which is a huge improvement over the past several years. With all of this together, the future of cars will not only be an evolution, it will be a reality. Self-driving cars are coming at a much faster rate than we expected. For example, they were planned to be worked on by late 2019, but we are currently steps away from releasing this product. The GPS signal on these self-driving cars are unbelievably accurate. The reason being for this is because it has two cameras which can tell you the direction in which you're moving. With self-driving cars, there would be many benefits. For example, alcohol business would increase because people wouldn't want to drink and drive. With self-driving cars, they wouldn't have to drive since the car would do it for them. Experts predict just this reason would increase sales by $250 million. With every idea, there's a good and a bad. For this idea, the cars would most likely be out of price range for most people and cause people to lose jobs. Even though we see this in movies, cars still can be hacked and caused to crash. But the car doesn't have to be hacked to crash. It can also be as small as a little glitch in the system of the car to cause it to go.
You may disagree on some terms, but with self-driving cars in our hands, we can accomplish so much more. To ensure the safety of many, these cars have gone and are still going through many tests for improvements. Many predict self-driving cars will be released to the public in less than a year or so. Your kids may grow up in self-driving vehicles. There is nothing to hide. Technology is advancing at a rapid rate.
As you can see here, there are many types of car evolutions that are possible. For example, self-driving cars are expected to be roaming around San Francisco by April 2nd. Also, flying cars are expected to have a vertical takeoff in the next 5 years. Car evolution is fascinating because the first vehicle invented was in 1921. Now, currently in 2018, self-driving cars are being tested to be released. The coolest feature about self-driving cars is its GPS signal. The reason why I find this so amazing is because it knows exactly where you are at all times and has a better technology system than any other introduced in the car. Also, self-driving cars can also parallel park your car now. With a GPS signal, it knows exactly where you are from the curb and can place the distance perfectly to where your parallel park couldn't be better. This is a big improvement over the past several years because now they have self-driving cars, but they also have GPS signals that are better than anything else. Another very cool feature about self-driving cars is the way it communicates to others. For example, if two cars are at one intersection, they can communicate to each other of which one goes first. This is a big improvement because, first of all, they made self-driving cars, and now they're advancing the most they could possibly get with self-driving cars. The most interesting advancement in the self-driving cars, in my opinion, is the headlights. I say this because they have invented these headlights on a self-driving car that can go up to almost 10 meters. This is a big improvement because they have managed to do it without blinding other drivers while doing it, but also just enough so they can see as far as possible without turning their light beams on. Another very interesting feature about these self-driving cars is it can be custom printed just for you. I think this is beyond crazy because the fact that they have able to customize a car for your height, your width, for every length in your body to match perfectly. This is a big improvement because for self-driving cars to be able to do all of these features at once is just unbelievable. For example, if you walk into a car and sit in, you may not feel comfortable, but if you order a self-driving car, you'd sit in and feel perfectly fine with it because it will be the exact same size of your body and fit your body perfectly. The crazy thing about the driving cars these days is the Jaguar Land Rovers because You can see through your car, and they kill other blind spots by projecting live footage of objects you can see behind the pillars, such as a pedestrian, onto the inside of a vehicle itself, and continue to highlight them across the whole windshield if you can't see past. This is a big improvement because from mirrors to having blind spots, the car is 3D now, and you could see everywhere around yourself to make sure your safety is at its finest and you won't hit anything near you. Car evolution is a big deal in society because every year new cars are getting launched, and now self-driving cars are finally out. In the next few years, flying cars are supposed to be uplifted and released,